Bridget, so good to see you. We are diving into the headlines today, what the big, beautiful bill means for your retirement. Washington recently passed what President Trump is calling the big, beautiful bill, which could reshape retirement planning for millions of Americans. Let's start big picture here. What do we need to know?
Well, as with anything that comes out of Washington, the big beautiful bill has a lot of good things in it, but it also has some hidden not so great things. So
Yeah.
we got to keep an eye on what's really happening behind the scenes as well as what's touted on the surface.
Exactly. It's 1,000 pages. So let's get into some of the bigger takeaways. I do want to talk about those confusing headlines that we've heard regarding taxes on Social Security. The agency framed the new $6,000 senior tax deduction as eliminating taxes on benefits, but experts say it's not that simple. Can you explain?
Well, it doesn't really eliminate taxes on for everybody. What it does is it gives an additional $12,000 exemption, for example, to couples, 6,000 for individuals.
Okay.
And by increasing that exemption, it increases the number of people. Up to 88% of Social Security recipients will no longer be taxed on their Social Security. Currently, the number is 64% not being taxed. So it does bump that number up a little bit, which is great. But as I said, with anything with Congress or any administration, you have to keep an eye out for what they're doing behind the scenes. And one of the ways that they're going to make
Mhm.
up for what they're not getting on the Social Security taxes is the IRMA tax. And that started a few years ago, but now they're playing with that a little bit more. So we got to keep an eye on our clients to make sure that we're putting them in a position where the IRMA isn't going to impact them as well to
Yeah, good
offset
point.
that Social
It's a
Security.
moving target. Good
It
point.
is a
I
moving
think
target.
it begs the question, though, a lot of people will be wondering, Bridget, if this changes the strategy around saving for retirement or when to claim Social Security.
Well, that's one of the reasons we do what we do is every single person has an individualized situation and there's no
Yeah.
one smack answer for everybody of when you should claim and when you should file. So one of the reasons we do what we do is because there are so many variables on when to file for Social Security and how your savings are positioned in retirement so that you don't outlive your money. So
Hmm.
one of the things is we look at how you're going to collect the most from Social Security. For some
Right.
people, they automatically think, well, I want to get it now because Social Security is going away. Other people think, well, I want to wait as long as possible because I'll get more money that way. But it's again, there's so many things that impact that's not a stock answer for everyone.
Right. Has to be a conversation.
We also are at historically one of the lowest tax
Yeah.
brackets we've been in. So we want to keep in mind how that's going to impact your Social Security
Right.
withdrawals.
That's a really good point, Bridget, because since we are living in a historically low tax period right now, I want to talk about the extension of those 2017 tax cuts and why now is still a good time for a Roth conversion and why Roth accounts are so powerful. And I know you were bringing this up is because those Roth accounts don't affect the benefits and the taxes that you'll pay on Social Security.
Absolutely. And we love Roth conversions just for that reason because once people sometimes don't understand the benefit of moving your money from a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA or a traditional 401k is that once the money is transferred into a Roth, the principal and the earnings, the interest that it earns, are never taxed again. So when you take
Hmm.
that money out, it is all yours to spend tax free. And now that we're in such a huge, or we're the extended the lower tax brackets for at least the current administration, hopefully longer, this is still a great time to do those conversions and put the money in a better position, not only for yourself in the future, but for your heirs. They won't have to pay the tax on it either.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I always say it's when they call it permanent, it's just permanent until it's not, until somebody changes
Exactly.
their mind.
Nothing's permanent.
Right. But the point is, now is when we should be at least considering a Roth conversion. So, Bridget, if somebody wants to
Exactly.
sit down and crunch the numbers with you and maybe learn more about how this bill may affect them and their retirement and when to claim Social Security, what's the best way to reach you?
Well, you can call our office at 480-581-8545, or you can go on our website and book a call with us that way at rileyhiggins.net.
Great. Bridget, thank you.
Thank you.